why skewness is important, right? Now, why skewness is important? For some machine learning model, like linear regression model and the logistic model, and they have assumptions before we use this logistic or regression model, then it will be perform better if we follow the assumptions, if the data follow the assumptions. Now, what kind of assumption data should follow? One of the assumptions is that the data set like this independent variable should follow this distribution, which is a Gaussian or normal distribution. If data set is not following this distribution, this model will not perform better, right? So how can we see this, right? To see this whether the data is normal or not, we will try to plot on a histogram, right? Now when we try to plot the histogram, we will see the data set is skew, right? Skew because you can see the tail is to the right side. Now with the help of the histogram, we can see the data is skew. After seeing the data, after seeing this, the data set is skew, then we are able that we can transform this to the normal distribution, right? So reason why it is very important to see if there is a data set is skew. After when we try to plot this data set on a histogram, if it is showing this skewness, then we will be able to transform this in a normal distribution. If it is a left skew, or which is skew, if the tail is to the left side, we will transform this to the Gaussian distribution. So reason why it is very, very important, not just that, but it is also tells us or show us the direction of the outliers. Outliers mean the extreme value. Here you can see the extreme values. It not tell us the number of outliers. Skewness basically just show us the direction where the extreme value presents. Here we can see with the data set is skew, and we can simply say this the data and there are the extreme large values, right? And the left skew, we can see that the data set is to the skew to the left, and the extreme values are very small. You can see that with the help of the skewness, we can also tell about the outliers. And if they try to show the histogram data set, if they try to show the data set in the histogram, it will tell us whether the skew or not, right? If you are using the because linear regression model and logistic model, their assumption data set should follow the Gaussian distribution or the normal distributions. So after plotting the data set on histogram, then we will be able to transform. Now the question is, how can we transform this skewed data set to the normal distributions? So there are basically some techniques that we use. How to transform skewed data set? So here are some techniques that we use to transform if the data set is not normal, right? If the data set is not normal, we try to transform those data set to the normal distribution that we can use like a model, like a regression model or a logistic model. So what kind of techniques are there? The first one is the log transformation. The second one is the square root transformation. The third one is exponential transformation. The fourth one is the reciprocal transformation, and the box cost transformation. These are the transformations. At least you should remember this kind of some names that you can answer in an interview. So these are the techniques that we can use to transform the skewed data into the Gaussian, or I can say the normal distributions. So that's all about today's video.